Hi everyone, my name is Steph, and I recently did the Thrive in 30 programme. So in March this year, I didn't even know who Arbonne was, but I was not in a good place. I had tried lots of different diets, restricting certain food groups. I would fluctuate within half a stone to a stone, losing a bit of weight, gaining weight. I was in the menopause. I'm 54 years of age. I work in ICU, so a very stressful job. I have two adopted children who are now teenagers, and that gives me quite a bit of stress just now as well. And I was really lost, and I tried lots of different things, and nothing seemed to be working. I had gained over two stone in weight, terrible brain fog, very anxious, really crabbit, just not very much tolerance. And I went to a wellness event in March, and I bumped into someone called Leslie Collins, who is now my mentor in Arbonne. And the thing that struck me was that she was so glowing and she'd so much energy. And my first words to her were, I don't know what you're doing, but can I have some, please? Because I want to feel and look like that, because I had totally lost my identity, didn't know who I was. I couldn't even function properly. And I thought something needs to change. And Leslie gave a speech and talk about Arbonne and the Thrive in 30 programme. And when I was sitting there, she mentioned the cost. And we talk about this all the time. I'm tight and I don't like to spend money, but I'll spend money on everybody else, and I'll encourage everybody else to spend money. And Leslie had mentioned the products, and I thought, well, it seems a lot of money for me to spend on me. And then I went home and we kept in touch, and I had to think about it. And then I remembered that with my two teenage children, they're in essential gear. They're in New Balance trainers, all which cost hundreds of pounds, and I don't bat an eyelid, but I'm not putting myself first, and I won't consider spending a couple of £100 to see if this would work for me. And I think as women particularly, we're really bad at putting ourselves first, but actually, if we don't put ourselves first, how can actually we look after everybody else? Because that's at the core of who I am. I'm a nurse. I'm always looking after people. Because I'm the nurse in my family and my friends, I'm the go-to when things aren't going well from a health point of view. I constantly put everybody first. And I think that was partly why I'd got to the stage that I had, because I totally forgot that I was important. So on the 5th of May, I started the Thrive in 30 programme. And I can't tell you, I can't stop talking about it because the transformation has been so amazing. Not just because I had lost a stone of the 2 stone weight gain that I'd had, that was great. And I felt better from that aspect. I'd lost inches off my chest and my waist and my hips, and I was going to the gym and I was drinking my 2 litres of water a day, and I was gaining these micro habits that make all the difference. They all add up. And these were all great, but the overwhelming thing for me was I gained confidence. My brain clarity was off the charts. I used to sit in the car and I'd have the radio on and I'd be going, what's that song? Who sang that? I can't remember. And now you could take me to a pub quiz, we'd win, because I'm that sharp. I remember so much. And it just was it just felt like it wasn't even just getting me back. I was getting a better version of me. I was getting a more improved version. And I think what sums it up for me, and I'll try not to get tearful because it's probably the nicest thing my husband's ever said to me. He said, Steph, the light is back in your eyes because when you smile, your eyes are bright. And my eyes weren't bright and they hadn't been bright for some time. And for him to notice that, because when you're around people all the time, it's hard to notice. And he was so pleased about my transformation that he's now doing the Thrive in 30 programme just now. And I just would encourage everybody to do it. It's just one of those things like, what have you got to lose? You just jump in. You don't have to be a cook. You don't have to be a chef. You know, there's nutritionists there, there's guidelines, there's recipes. They're not complicated. It's not Ottolenghi kind of recipes. It's just very straightforward. And the thing that I love the most about it, it's a community. And when you're on the WhatsApp group, everybody roots for each other. Nobody's trying to tear each other down. They're all rooting for you. They want you to do well. They're giving you top tips, take home messages. It is absolutely fantastic. And it's been such a transformation for me that I've now, within a short period of time, lost 20 pounds in weight. I'm present, I'm confident, I've joined as an Arbonne consultant, and I just love life. And I'm 54 and I am showing up and showing everybody that age is not a barrier. And honestly, I could talk about it all night. I just love it. I think it's just so impactful. It's not complicated, and it's a lifestyle change, and it's about deepening the grooves of your good habits.
Love that, Steph. Thank you so, so much. And it's just stories like this, like for me, that just light me up, because really, like, seeing the zest that you have for life and that passion you really share from the heart. So thank you for sharing your story. And I know there's so many women that like need to hear that, because I think sometimes we can get to certain stages and ages of our life and we just think, well, this is it. So you're proof that we can change, and whatever season of life we're in, we can actually become the best version of ourselves. So thank you so, so much.
Well,
So I'm gonna go quickly back to the presentation because I want you to see Leslie's before and after